police officers go through rigorous training to ensure that they are able to do their jobs properly. In that respect, it is assumed by the general public that police officers know how to handle a variety of situations appropriately. Despite that obvious assumption, a federal appeals court disagrees with that statement. The federal courts ruled Tuesday that Seattle police are only allowed to use force proportional to the threat that they faced. The ruling came after the Seattle police filed a lawsuit naming former Attorney General Eric Holder, under President Obama's Department of Justice, as helping to put federal mandates in place that would require police to use objectively reasonable force, proportional to the threat or urgency of the situation, according to the Daily Caller. The ruling came down from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. They decided, unanimously, that the lawsuit filed by over 120 police officers back in 2014 was to be thrown out. Seattle police officers filed the lawsuit because they believed that the rigorous reforms infringed on their rights to defend themselves. They went on to say in the lawsuit that reforms also infringed on their Second Amendment rights. The city of Seattle has a significant interest in regulating the use of department-issued firearms by its police officers, Judge William Hayes assured in his written statement. Hayes continued by saying that the policies did not impose a substantial burden on plaintiffs' right to use a firearm. It could be argued that this is easy to say when you're sitting in a judge's seat and not working the streets and stopping crime. This could have played a part in the final verdict. The problem here is that it does cause a major complication for police officers. The Seattle police officers who filed the lawsuit confirmed as much in their statement. Seattle police urged that the federal mandates get overturned due to the hesitation and paralysis that has been reported by some cops since the ruling. The general fear is that they are going to freeze in a split-second life or death situation. The police on board have said that their new fear of using their firearms is resulting in a dramatic decrease in proactive police work to investigate and stop crime. When the mandates were initially put in place, it was during the time when former President Obama was using what some would call race-bait tactics to try and claim that white cops shoot black suspects more often. Shockingly, a study by the Pacific Institute for Research and Evaluation found that once a person is pulled over, the likelihood of them getting shot and killed by the police is virtually identical. In other words, it would appear that either Obama was not doing his research, or he was using his power to spark faux outrage over white cops killing black suspects. Regardless of his reasons for such disturbing behavior, the results are now lingering with us long after. Instead of helping the public, Obama has managed to do something worse. He has stripped cops of their training and made them more vulnerable and likely to be shot and killed in situations where a second could save a life.